Hey everybody, what's up? Happy New Year. It has been a long time. I just came back from hell. The last year, 2022 was the worst year of my life. I don't know about you guys. Worst year of my life. But today, I feel ready. I feel good. I feel like I actually want to make videos again. During my dark year of 2022, I spent a lot of time on Reddit. Being as active on Reddit as I am is a field of red flags. But it's also a good thing because I can come here and share it with you. So today I wanted to take a look at some posts from Am I the Asshole? If you don't know what it is, it's people literally asking advice if they are the asshole or not for a situation that occurred. By the way, if any of you out there are gamers, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch. That's my Twitch name. I have a Discord and everything. I'll leave that in the description, but I'm going to be streaming a lot more. And I'm going to be streaming Dead by Daylight specifically. So if anybody's interested, I figured I should just put it out there. Really fun game. I'm pretty good at it. I promise I'm pretty good at it. Pop by the stream. If you don't pop by the stream, you're transphobic. Anyway, so let's check out the good old subreddit of Am I the Asshole? This one says, am I the asshole for eating a meat burger with extra bacon in front of my sister-in-law? English is my second language, so please ignore my mistakes. My 23-year-old female sister-in-law, who's 28 female, is vegetarian and very proud of that. I'm not. I love eating meat occasionally. Well, we went out with her partner and my husband to eat in a restaurant. While we were deciding what to eat, she started to complain how much meat the restaurant offered and how poor the animals suffered and how none of us should eat meat. I seriously didn't really listen. I was focused on the menu. I was craving a burger with bacon for weeks. So the waiter comes up to us to take our order, and I order a burger with extra bacon. It was delicious and satisfied my craving. Later, right after the meal, she pulls me aside to tell me what an asshole I am for eating extra bacon and meat, right after she told me that we should not eat meat this time. I told her that my food choice did not include her, and that I wasn't really listening to her by the time I chose my food because I was concentrated on my food. She was really mad and told my husband and her family, and her other brother texted me, she also did, how childish and messed up I was to order meat just to show her that she sucks and that I should apologize. Am I the asshole? Should I apologize? This one made me laugh out loud. First of all, it's so innocent because they're wondering if they're the asshole for eating a burger, right? What killed me about this is the extra bacon. you can't get any more. Can I get a medium, actually a rare burger with extra bacon? Please. Thank you. I honestly just feel like it doesn't get meatier than that. Anyways, to conclude this, no, I don't think that person's the asshole. Somebody said not the asshole. It's her choice to be a vegetarian. She sounds super sensitive and spoiling for a fight. Just because she saw you eating doesn't make it wrong. There's no law covering bystander trauma. Ignore her. If you're going out to eat with someone who you know also isn't a vegetarian, why would you get mad at them for not ordering a vegetarian meal? Am I the asshole for refusing to tell my husband the gender of our baby after he skipped going to the doctor appointment with me? No. I don't even have to read the rest of it. No. Also, you should get a divorce. My husband and I are expecting. This is our first baby and we're excited. Thing is, he barely attends any doctor's appointments with me and his excuses aren't even valid. He's willing to miss the doctor appointment over soccer or a drink or board game with friends. His response is always, I'm not the one carrying the baby. Why do I have to go see the doctor with you? Last week was my final straw. He was supposed to come with me for the baby's gender reveal appointment, but he chose not to come last minute because his friend invited him to a fish and chips meal. I was pretty livid, but didn't make a fuss about it. My mom went with me instead. He texted asking me to tell him the results, boy or girl, but I refused to tell him. He kept spam calling me, but I hung up each time. He came home fuming, demanding I tell him the results, but I refused and bluntly told him since he refused to attend the appointment, then he gets no results till after the baby's born, and said I was willing to die on this hill. He went off calling me spiteful and immature for doing this and punishing him. He says he's the father and has the right to know. He then called me dramatic since I wasn't alone and my mom was with me. I said he gets no results, period. He's been fuming about it and told his family, and they're now pressuring me to stop playing mind games with him and tell him, but I declined. Am I the asshole? No, you're absolutely not the asshole. Your husband is an asshole. First, literally the first fucking sentence, if you're having a kid, you don't want to go to the appointments with your SO. You chose fish and chips over your own child. So are you going to choose fish and chips every time over the child? Or perhaps a case of White Claws with the boys over your child's baseball game? Somebody said, not the asshole, already a deadbeat dad before the baby is even born. Holy fuck, that's bold to say. That is 26,000 upvotes. I would drop a friend if I found out they prioritized fish and chips over their wife and baby's doctor appointment. Yeah. If he's telling you, I'm not carrying the baby, why do I have to go to the doctor with you? That's going to turn into, I didn't push out that baby, why should I look after it real quick? That's a good point. actually. Also, you texted about the gender reveal. Wouldn't you, the least you could do is be on the phone while it's happening? I don't know. No, the most, just go to the appointment. You're having a child with this person. Am I the asshole for laughing at my niece's gift? My 12-year-old niece is really into arts and crafts and recently got into crocheting. Before Christmas, she told me that she had a surprise gift for me and seemed really excited about it. I told her I was really looking forward to it as well and prepared her gift myself, which was actually art supplies. On Christmas, when we had our family gathering, she brought me her gift and was super excited for me to open it. When I opened it, I saw a crocheted animal, but if I'm being honest, it looked really, really bad. To give you an idea of what it looked like, imagine something from subreddit Bad Taxidermy, but in crochet form. I couldn't help but burst out laughing, and I couldn't stop laughing no matter how hard I tried to suppress it, so I had to excuse myself to go to the washroom, where I locked myself in there for nearly fucking 10 minutes. When I came out, my niece was in tears with her parents trying to console her. And I apologized profusely and told her that I really liked her gift, but she kept crying and shouted at me, calling me a liar and that she sucked at art. My niece avoided me for the vast majority of the party after that. I tried to make her feel better by displaying her gift on my living room cabinet, but my wife pulled me aside later in the day and told me to take it down after the party because it was, in her words, really ugly and made her uncomfortable. Surprisingly, all the adults were very understanding of my situation, but I feel really bad because I feel like I destroyed my niece's confidence and I'm not sure how I can make it up to her. No, you are an asshole. You are a real, true big meanie. I understand laughing in situations where you really shouldn't. I've done it. I've been guilty of it. But I don't think I would ever laugh at someone's gift. If I even bought someone a gift of like a fucking video game and they laughed at it, it would make me feel like shit, let alone being 12 and actually creating the gift. It doesn't matter how good or bad somebody is. It's something if a 12-year-old made me some fucking animal, a crochet animal, I would think that's the sweetest. I would probably cry. It's the sweetest, cutest thing ever. I don't care if I can't even tell what it is. I would like you and your wife to line up right there and I will punch you both in the mouth. Will you laugh then? Somebody said, you're the asshole. She's 12. She worked really hard on something. It breaks my heart just to think about her getting laughed at. Poor kiddo. I hope that next year, or maybe when your niece is like 22 and you give her a gift, she bursts out laughing. It's going to be on her conscience for the next 10 years. For the rest of her life, to be honest. And she'll get you back. Am I the asshole for skipping New Year's Eve at my child-free sister's? Last week, I hosted Christmas for my family. I, 33 male, have a 2-year-old with my wife. Every year, it's at my sister, parents, or my house, and it rotates every year. One of us hosts Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, whatever. In the last year, my sister, who is vocally child-free, got a dog. I love my sister, but we are very much opposites. When I had my kid, it changed our relationship a bit. She tolerates, her words, my son. She has never watched him. I've also never asked. My son is present at all family functions. This annoys my sister. My sister has turned into your classic dog mom. World revolves around the dog type. I do not own dogs and really don't want to be around them. I don't want them in my house. Well, my sister wanted to bring her dog to Christmas and I said no. It's well trained and overall okay for a dog, I just didn't want it in my house or even in my yard. She complained and left it alone but was not happy about it and let me know that several times. The day before New Year's Eve, she told me kids weren't welcome at her house. I was taken back by this and asked why. She just said alcohol would be present. We all drink and family friends also come to this party and just said it wouldn't be appropriate for a 2-year-old to be present. My wife and I had planned to only stay until 10 anyways and then would go home because of our kid. We reconsidered and opted not to go at all and respected my sister's wishes by keeping the kid at home. I let her know a half hour before the party started. My wife and I treated it like any other night. We didn't even stay up till midnight. By 11, I noticed missed calls from her and didn't answer. Fell asleep while texts started coming in. Calling me an asshole, calling me a dog hater, saying it was rude I didn't come to the party. Said it was bullshit that she got my kid a Christmas present but didn't get her dog anything. The list went on. She was clearly drunk. I tried to call her, she didn't answer, and I got a text. I'm not answering, asshole. So am I the asshole here? No, you're not the asshole. Honestly, that's really weird. Being that petty to the point because you couldn't bring your dog to somebody else's house. You're not even taking into consideration a bunch of other things. Like, they just might not want a dog at their house, and that's fine. You don't have to take offense to that. They might not want anything in their house. A cat, a bird, a snake. It doesn't really matter. It's just not that deep. And then to get angry about it, not want your brother's child there because they didn't want your dog at their house. I don't know, man. That's just fucking weird. Also, the whole gift thing. I don't think I've ever bought a gift for anybody's dog. I had my bird since I was 14. No one ever bought my bird a gift. No one buys my snake a gift. And I would never expect them to. Somebody said, I know this must have been super unpleasant to deal with, but it cracked me up. Your sister sounds difficult. Not the asshole. I don't even know how I would deal with that. We're gonna move on to the next one. Am I the asshole for how I responded to my sister's pregnancy announcement? I, female 18, have a sister, female 38, who we will call Kay for privacy reasons. Kay has 4 children with her husband, 3, 8, 2, and 11. Kay is a stay-at-home mom, and her husband works in air conditioning. Kay and her husband came over with their kids on his time off to tell us something. She said that they're pregnant with their 5th child. My mom was overjoyed, and I wasn't really paying attention. I was focusing on the TV. And then my sister says, "So, what do you think about the news?" I said, "Cool. Awesome." Then my sister says, "Just cool? You don't seem that excited for me." And I said, "Well, what do you want me to do? Jump up and down and scream my head off? I can see if this was like your first child that you were expecting, like a first-time mother moment. You got 4 kids, and on your 5th pregnancy by this time, you get used to it. Was this baby really hard to conceive? Like, was it hard for you to get pregnant?" And Kay said, "No, it just happened. I took the test a week ago." And I said, "Okay then, so at a certain point, after find number 3 people, reaction is not going to be that enthusiastic as if you were expecting with your first." Kay said, "I thought you will be happy for me." And I was like, "I am, but it's not that expecting for me since you have been pregnant before." She got mad and left with her husband and kids and did not stay for dinner. My mom thinks I should apologize to Kay for not being excited about her pregnancy announcing. So Reddit, am I the asshole? Everybody deemed this person not the asshole, but I thought it was really rude. All of this extra chunk was so unnecessary. All right, if they have 5 kids, you're obviously not gonna be like, "Oh my god, that's so fucking amazing," but you could just still be nice and be like, "Oh, that's great, congratulations," instead of stare. If I told anybody anything and they were staring at the TV, didn't even look at me, and they were like, "Cool, awesome," I'd be like, "Okay, what's your fucking problem?" And then to go into detail about it, it just like you sound mad. You don't have to be mad about it. You can at least pretend to be excited about it. I don't know. Somebody replied and said, "Not the asshole. I think it's weird people expect a big deal to be made of it. Cool, you had sex and now you're cooking baby number 5. Whatever." I feel like that's also rude. Why are you guys so mad about people having kids? You could be like, "Oh, that's great." Anyways, the OP made an edit and said, "I've been financially supporting her other kids, giving her money and food constantly and babysitting her kids so she can go out every weekend to hang out with friends." Didn't add it to my original post because that's not what I was focusing on. I wanted opinions on my reaction to the announcement, not me financially supporting her kids. I could have added that, but I did not to go over the character limit. That's why I made an update on my profile. Sorry for the confusion. I mean, if you're mad about financially supporting her kids, then just don't do it. You're not obligated to do that. Someone said, "No, cool, awesome," without disengaging from the TV is legitimately a weird response to having another niece, nephew nibbling. Like, I have much older siblings with big families. It was exciting and good news even when it was baby number 5. Can't imagine looking at my youngest nephew and being like, "Well, it's not your number 1. Why should I care?" You don't have to jump up and down, but like a smile and a genuine, "Wow, that's great, congratulations," is not particularly hard. I'm not even a kid person, but come on, guys, it's super weird to be snarky about someone you love having a baby just because you're mad on kids. I've had lots of achievements I know weren't particularly meaningful to others in my life. Expecting them to be moderately enthused for my happiness is just kind of a baseline for what a relationship is. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt about this post. I was actually really surprised people to say "not the asshole." What do you guys think? Actually, what do you guys think? All right, well, that brings us to the end of today's video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, let me know. I love these, and I would love to do another one if you want me to. So with that being said, I will see all of you guys next week with a new video. Thank you for watching, and if you want to follow my Twitch, I'm going to be harassing everybody on there, so link will be in my bio. I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.